Hello everybody, this is Xter99. Today I'm going to go ahead and talk about going into I think this is going to be week 12 in the NFL, my NFL Fantasy League for 2014. We're going to go in here and check it out. Yeah, week 12. And let's go ahead and talk about what happened last week with me. Was I able to go ahead and get a win uh, last week in week 11? And we see here, looking at it,
Introducing NFL Now. The newest NFL app brings you the biggest NFL video library on the planet. Select your favorite teams or players, and NFL Now delivers you non-stop videos on all your devices. Get NFL Now today at NFL.com/now.
Yeah, we see looking here that I got a pretty convincing win. Didn't score a whole lot of points, but didn't really have to, as Stone Soldiers, who are now 3-8. I did improve my record to 8-3, but the Stone Soldiers, looks like the guy's already given up. He's not even replacing his guys that have buys here. So, not too terribly difficult to win a game when the guys aren't even replacing their guys that are on buys with bench players. Didn't have a whole lot of points here. 77.78 was all I had. Not a whole lot of points for my quarterback. McCoy, average game for him. Terrence West let down. A.J. Green had a pretty good game, but Julio Jones had a letdown week for him. Larry Donald, another good week for him as a tight end. Kind of a letdown for Golden Tate. And Gostowski, he had just the 6 PATs with all touchdowns, no field goals. So kind of a letdown for Gostowski, who usually kicking a couple of field goals to go with all those touchdowns. And the Lions didn't have as big a week against the Cardinals as they have been. So it didn't total up to a whole lot of points, but again, it was enough points to get the win. We're going to go ahead and take a look here and see what's going on this week. We face the 5-6 Bucks going in here, and I beat these guys once already before. And let's take a look here and see what happens here. Projected score 126.48 to right around 113, I think it said 113.52. At least he has all his guys replaced that are on bye, so that's a good thing. At least it shows that he's still trying and still playing the game. Tom Brady's back against the Detroit Lions, 19.88, just about 20 points projected. It's predicting a big game for Terrence West, 14.1. I don't know, though. I did make a trade last Sunday night. I saw how good Gray, the running back, was doing for the Patriots on Sunday Night Football, and I went ahead and picked him up like in the second quarter and went ahead and put him on waivers, and I released one of my receivers that wasn't doing so good from the Chargers, I believe, Floyd or somebody. Let's take a look who it was that I dropped. Yeah, I picked up Jonas Gray and Eddie Royal for San Diego. So I dropped Eddie Royal. He wasn't performing as well. And Jonas Gray, he had a huge week last week with over 200 yards and 4 touchdowns. So a big game for him. So I went ahead and decided to pick him up only in the second quarter of the game. Let's see. Already picked up a pretty good guy with Coby Fleener. He's been coming on lately for a tight end. I can certainly understand that pickup there. All right, so let's go ahead and go back here. It looks like I'm predicted to win, but we all know that the projections certainly don't always call what actually happens. See if there's any swap outs I can do. Larry Donald will probably have a good game against the Cowboys as a tight end, so I think I'll leave him in. Jonas Gray, 11.5 projected. He's going against Detroit. Detroit's pretty stingy against the run, or they have been this year. I don't know that I'll put him in this week, unless it would be to swap out here for Golden Tate, who's up against New England. Decisions. I think I'll leave Brady in. Romo going up against the Giants. I'm definitely going to leave in Gostowski. He'll probably kick some field goals and get more points than Shane Graham. Trent Richardson is also an option, but I don't think I'll go with him. I think I'm pretty well set here, to be honest. Yep. And I'm going against Des Bryant and Calvin Johnson, two of the best receivers in the league. Phillip Rivers is an awesome quarterback that could put up a ton of points on any given Sunday. Ellington for a running back and Mason, two good running backs there. Vernon Davis is an awesome tight end. Defense Cardinals, that isn't too bad. So going up and with wide receiver option is Jeremy Maclin for the Eagles. He can score a lot of points as well. So really don't know who's going to win this game. I think it's going to be pretty close, to be honest with you. I got a couple of big receivers in A.J. Green and Julio Jones, and then Golden Tate here. But, these guys can let down on any given week. McCoy has been a big letdown this season, I think. If I would have only known, I definitely would have taken, Murray from the Cowboys. But I figured McCoy would have a better year. There's just been a lot of weeks when he's really let down with only 3 or 4 points. When he was projected to get 16 or 20 points and he gets only like 3. So, been pretty big of a letdown there for LeSean McCoy this year. I wouldn't be surprised if Terrence West actually has more points on the year. No, I don't actually think so, but he is owned by 78% of the league. Let's take a look here. Week 12 points. He's from 31. McCoy, 100% owned. McCoy's still pretty good, but look at all these weeks, though. I mean, he has some good weeks and then 2, 1, 0 was his bye, but I guess he's not too bad. I just remember those 2 weeks right there where he disappointed. But then 15, 9, 12, 7, and 10, pretty consistent since then. So hopefully he'll continue to have good production. And Golden Tate, let's take a look how he's been performing. He had a couple of big weeks with 19.4. The last 2 weeks he's had, actually, no, not the last 2 weeks, but week 7 and 8 he had 21 points and over 21 points in each of those 2 games, and then 19 points. So sometimes he just blows it out of the park, and a lot of times he's stuck with about 4 or 5 points, and that's about it. But still not a bad third receiver for my fantasy league. All right, guys, let me know what you guys think. If there's any changes you guys think I should make. If you guys are enjoying this fantasy football, please give me a like. Please subscribe if you are not already subscribed up here in the upper right-hand corner. I want to go ahead and thank you guys for watching, whoever it is watching these fantasy football lineups and games. Thanks so much. This has been Zach99. Take care, everybody.